Hello or welcome back. Today I thought we'd do a little dive into the medicinal uses of currants. Currants are an often overlooked summer fruit. When we think of summer fruits, people tend to think more of watermelon or blueberries, at least here in the US, but currants pack a powerful punch, so I thought it'd be fun to go over some of the historical uses for currants in medicinal form and talk about how modern medicine has kind of discovered some of those benefits as well. So stay tuned. Welcome to MrsCrunchy, where we discuss natural living in a modern world. Now, black currants are part of the genus Ribes. We know that currants have been used medicinally in places like the Middle East, Asia, the Americas by the Native Americans for a very, very long time. And they're still discovering some of the medicinal uses for currants today by using modern technology. Now, as far as traditional uses, currants are known to have a cooling and a drying effect. In fact, let's try one together. Very tart, but very powerful, strong flavor comes through. Now, when I taste these black currants, I get a very tannic feeling in the back of my mouth. When I used to work as a server in the restaurant industry for many years, we received a lot of wine training. So you might have heard tannins and things like black tea or red wine. But yeah, it has this sort of like, grippy feeling. It kind of leaves you wanting more. It might get like your saliva going. So it doesn't surprise me that currants have a very astringent quality to them and a very cooling effect. Convenient that they ripen and are ready during the summer, providing that balance, but it has been used medicinally for things that would benefit from its astringent and cooling properties. So for example, digestive disorders, UTIs, anything like fevers, things like that. Now currently their anti-inflammatory properties are being researched for things like joint pain and arthritis. Another medicinal use of currants is that they're very, very high in vitamin C. So when we think of fruits that are high in vitamin C, why don't you think of one? I bet a lot of you said oranges, right? Well, oranges do contain quite a bit of vitamin C. So for every 100 gram serving, there's about 50 milligrams of vitamin C. However, black currants for that same 100 gram serving contain anywhere from 180 to 200 milligrams of vitamin C. So that's almost 4 times as much as oranges. Because of this property, black currants were often made into syrups to soothe sore throats. Now, if I had to guess, 2 of the main reasons why currants aren't as popular here in the US are because, one, in our palate, we have largely purged it of a desire for anything bitter or even sour. So these naturally on their own, without any sweetener added to them, don't appeal as much to us. And then also, currants, I don't think people really know what to do with them. Maybe you see them and you're like, oh, those are pretty or interesting, but how do you use them? So they're really versatile and they add a great flavor to things. If you find that the flavor is too much for you, especially at first while you're getting used to them, then you can just throw a little bit of them into a smoothie just to add another flavor, but it'll be balanced out. Or you can have them in jams or jellies. And if you just have a few of them, you can also add them to yogurt or granola, something like that. Now, if you happen to have quite a bit, you can make them into things like other summer fruits like pies. I've seen a recipe for black currant ice cream, which I'd actually like to try. That sounds really good. You can make crumbles or tarts out of them. So they're incredibly versatile. And also, I just like snacking on them. So my son, my husband, and I, just as they ripen, it seems like a few more ripen each day. And so we go out there and we just kind of pop them in. And even my 2-year-old son really likes them. We have really been enjoying them that way, just as they are. I hope this video helped you learn a little bit more about the medicinal uses of currants. I know that I really enjoyed learning about it. And that's all I have for today. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again soon.